Hey, guess what? Still messing with this thing. It's gurgling over there. There, it just took some water down, brings it back up. Who knows? New water pump, new thermostat, new tank, because we found it leaking from the tank when we got it together. And the interesting thing is, there's a tube up the center of that tank. It's the overflow. There's a little hole that would be above where the cap goes. And it was leaking out the bottom of the tube, but it couldn't get to the top hole. So the tube must have had a crack in the middle of it. So, new tank went in this morning. I've been messing with it a couple hours. Finally got the temperature up. It hit 210. Fans came on. That's all good. And I came and looked, and we're above it again. This should hold at 210. I got in here and revved her up for a minute. It was at least 15 degrees higher than it is now. And boom, she drops back down. So I'm assuming we're just getting the air burped out of it. Because on this engine, you can speed the engine up all you want. You're not cooling the radiator anymore because it's electric fans. And they are coming on right at 210. But after I revved her up like that, after it got warm the first time, say it seemed to move some air out. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I like the old stuff. You dump it in the radiator, you turn her on, you leave the cap loose and keep pouring. It keeps keeping the whatever they want to call it, radiator tank full. I don't quite get that. It should be sucking it into the system. I mean, it's gurgling air back out. Like that. It should be drawing air in, or drawing water in from there, because it's split in two parts too. It's weird. The half that keeps going down goes direct into the water pump. So, strange. Really, the only thing I can think of right now is this has the auxiliary heat clear to the back, and the way we're sitting, there could be air clear back there. And that all comes in the same port. So, I've been thinking about moving it, getting it on leveler ground, seeing if it'll finish burping. Yeah, see? Heated back up again. I mean, is that too hot? Well, no, you're not to the red line, but say this thing's supposed to be 210 degrees. Once again, I like the old stuff. 180 is a lot better. And actually, a lot of stuff we used to put 160 degree thermostats in, and we never had heating issues with that stuff. So, anyway, that's what I'm thinking with. Saturday morning. Everybody's still in bed. Number 1's even here this morning. She spent the night because number 4 came out. But I'm going to turn this thing and see if the rear end will burp. That's all I can think. Either way, it's got to get moved. Any of the videos you read or watch about bleeding the freaking coolant system in those things. You already seen part of the video. I got it together this morning. It's now well into the afternoon. That's pretty much all we messed with this morning, was getting that thing so we could get more coolant in it and less air. Last thing it did was make the couple-mile trip around the block and came in. It was better, but not good. Had her park it there, so maybe we get more air out of it. And I just put about another pint of fluid in to get it up to the line. So she needs to go drive it again. Yay. Hey, guess what? I gotta go find a place to put this header. And watch I don't run into a fence. Too many things in the way, I can't get turned around back here. Well, actually I probably can, and I think I will. Because I want to be going the other way when I get up above where I'm at. But I couldn't turn until I get to here. So, yeah, combine's running. Nowhere near the field. I don't remember whose live stream it was the other night. I think it was Rick Bork's, talking about ballast in tires. The subject of calcium versus beet juice Came up. Well, I hate beet juice. This machine is why our back tires are filled with beet juice. The small side delivery rakes are the same way. Whenever you go to use one, you got at least one flat tire. Every single time. And y'all know this thing got moved from the neighbors in January and wedged in the hay barn here. Got took out of the hay barn here, parked back here in the pasture to make room for putting hay in. Alright, so that would have been the middle of June-ish before I actually moved it out. Actually, it might have been after that, I don't know. Guess what? All the tires were good then. The right rear, I walked up to this thing and we got a shut off switch on it. So I went to go up the ladder to shut it off and I looked down and I went, that looks a little flat on one side. So, yeah, that's why I dislike them. Last time we actually used that set of rakes, those are all beet juice filled too. I spent 2 or 3 hours on one freaking tire trying to get it to seal back up and not leak. And finally ended up taking the stem apart, cleaning it all up, putting the new core in it, and I actually got it to work. Now you're seeing why I wanted to drive through here forward. And I got to make sure, I don't remember if we locked this header on or if it's just hanging here. So I got to get out and look at that. And then it's going to go probably wedged up in the front corner of this shed. That's why I got everything else out of here. So anyway, I'm going to stop and take a look and see how it's on here. Let you go while I do that and maybe bring you back.